Tribe of Noise Music. 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 Tribe of Noise Music.
Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. It feels so good. It feels so good to be walking one hand in hand with the truth. Do you want a 100K GRC giveaway? 100,000 GRC tokens. There's only 55 million that will ever be made. We're at all-time highs. Staking comes out today. Interesting. No time lock. I'm going to let you know all the details, but I want you to know how to get involved in the giveaway first, guys. We're doing so many giveaways. I'm probably going to give away enough money to buy a house in the next month, but it all flows back. It all flows back. It all flows back. It all flows back. Do you want to get involved in the giveaway? Do you want to listen to music for another couple minutes? Do you want me to actually render the videos? All right, everyone chill. Everyone chill. When it comes to, please, I want everyone to move slow, and I want everyone to be chill. No one even knows about this stuff yet, dude. There's literally like 20 people involved. You like to get to the party when 20 people are involved, or once $3 billion is sacrificed and sloshed vapor. Jeez, if you know, you know. 100K giveaway. It's like 100 USD, probably roughly. All you have to do is retweet this one link right here. Boom, boom. And you have to drop 3 biceps in the chat. I need in the YouTube chat. If you're listening in the YouTube chat, I will put the instructions on the bottom. I like simple giveaways. I don't really care if it's like 100%. I want 3 biceps in the chat. We're making YouTube chat great again. YouTube chat used to be great, and now it's not. Hey, Richard, fuck you, you fat, lazy criminal. Whoops, slipped. Those always slip. I'm going to throw the contract address up right here, guys. This is all new. I've been tweeting about it for days, but I didn't want to like make everyone feel nervous about everything or like freak out. So I just let the beginning people that would probably find out about it anyway in. I've done giveaways. I've been giving friends some. I have like 13% of the supply, and I bought it all myself. I did not launch the coin either. A developer did. I am just the community streamer guy. GRC is the official. Oh, why don't I just show you before we go back to the music, and then I'll put all the instruction giveaways up. xch.trade. 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 Is the site you should look at when you wake up in the morning, right? If you go here, you'll see, I'm gonna go back to the home page real quick. I don't ever stream about stuff that I'm doing. I always stream about other content. So this is a little weird for me, but it seems to be more accepted now as a thing. Which back in the day, it was very taboo to do this. And I just didn't want to ruffle any feathers, to be honest. A couple of guys got behind me, said this could be a good idea. I said, game on. 8 liquidity pools later, GG. A little bit of a setup. It's classic. You see xch.trade top 10ing. That's the USD coin. That's because the native token has gone down a little bit. Mainly like every token is going down bad right now. Beppe, which is just the long horse, the most liquidity, the best meme. If you don't have a share of Beppe, you're in trouble, truthfully. Jim Rat Crypto up 341%. This is only because it's new. Guys, I want you to understand the only reason things can go up, and we'll watch videos of Richard kind of saying this, if you're a Richard fan, and other people saying this, things go up in value a lot when they're brand new because no one knows about them, right? I'm not going to say, oh, if you bought right here, at the bottom. No, you know why? Only 3 other guys bought right here. The only 3 guys that really knew shit was going on, except I let the groups know. Exactly. I mean, it's just as simple as that, really. GRC was right all over Shillfluencers. I told everyone was lying, and I told them why. And I told them with detail, and we'll go to my Twitter. My Twitter's absolutely blowing up right now. It's insane. Rect for down forever charge. GRC is in the green. As you can see, like this is what the beginnings of a chart looks like. This is when you want to be involved in a chart, right? Like you do not want to be involved after 100,000 people are all over it. Yeah, maybe for Bitcoin. Yeah, maybe for Chia. Yeah, maybe for some coins that have real tech behind them. But Ethereum, Binance, Solana even, a lot of these coins are great deals, but if you bought those coins here, and this isn't that coin, this is not some layer 1, this is a community token that you will earn rewards from all the time through action, not through non-action, right? We're not going to tell you you can't sell because that's dumb. The only reason we're here is so we can sell. Dude, I own a little bit of GRC. I mean, Lane, come on. You'll be having more after you're done with me too, Lane. The best show in all of crypto, guys. All right, so I'm going to put the music back on for a minute. I'm going to go to the daily. And then we're going to talk about crypto news. We're going to talk about the wars. We're going to talk about how to get into the Tang Gang Discord. Hey, so all this staking nonsense. Oh, no, it's not nonsense. None of it's nonsense. Just earning yield like we do on everything. But just understand, this really is a community-driven project that is also main goal is to get people, not main goal, a part of the autonomous network is getting people into a verified Discord, guys. Let me explain to you for 1 minute what this means, a verified Discord. So like when I came back to crypto, I saw the Tang Gang bucking, running and bucking, destroying. And I decided to join the Tang Gang. So in order to join the Tang Gang, I had to get one Tang bear. It's a community bear. It could be any NFT. In this instance, it's a community bear. And if you need a community bear, you have to join my Telegram and I will give you one. So if you get to, or Alfonso has the community bears, but Alfonso, the artist, told me that if you join my Telegram or my DM, you don't even have to join my Telegram. You just have to get a hold of me and say, hey, we're on here. Hey, I want to get involved with the Tang Bear. What do I do? My Telegram has all of the notes, all of it all played out perfect. Alfonso's in there, Tom Bepe's in there. They're helping people get in to the Tang Gang. Now let's talk about GRC staking. Unlike Richard Schuler fake win staking, you can never take it out because he tricks you into locking things forever. But the Tang Gang really brought forth this idea that by going through the CAPTCHA, right? Like a tough CAPTCHA is a good walled garden. In order to get into the Tang Gang Discord, you actually have to focus for like 7 minutes, which in today's day is a lot. So I'm going to put up the giveaway. I'm going to show you how to join the Tang Gang. I'm going to provide you bears. You can earn rewards for free just by being in the Tang Gang. Airdrops, staking rewards, everything. If you hold GRC and you are in that Tang Gang, you go onto a list because you have to put your addresses in there, the ones that you want. Then you're automatically on the airdrop list. This is how crypto's moving forward. Community-driven projects, one by one. I have a platform, believe it or not. People might not think it. People, sometimes it's big, sometimes it's small, sometimes. But the truth is there are people that align with me, and there's people that align with Cookies, and there's people that align with Tom Bepe, and there's people that align with Alfonso. And it's just this group of people. And the only barrier to entry is to literally join a Discord. And if I promise the wallet that I have that's in my Discord gets free airdrops every day from God knows what. I don't even know what is going on half the time. So, but this is part of that. Now, if you hold GRC in your wallet, in the verified Discord, again, you have to go to my Telegram. Again, I am a spaz. I'm not going to be able to read every comment right now. I'm trying to get a point across real hard. And the time is now. Beware of this rat. Beware of Richard Hart. And just to do my full-on smear campaign, and because this is my show and I can do whatever I want, I will be diabolically going through some great material of Richard Hart lying to everyone 7 years ago and telling people to buy new market cap coins. So I can tell everyone, hey, you have an old fucking coin. This fat guy that's robbed all your money told you if you got in early. You know the people that got in early in Hex are rich forever because they got in early on an ultimate pyramid scheme. But not all crypto is built the same. Community-driven projects, real work, real effort. I'm here every day, all day. Richard cannot update one thing on Pulse Chain for 2 years. I'm abandoning ship. I'm out, period. All my stakes are still there. What am I going to do? Guess what, Richard? Buy me a Lambo. 100x or you're gone, Richard. You work for us now, Richard. I put this into the world a while ago. It seems to be working, Richard. You know what? Because men that work take over men that sit there and scam. eventually, now you hide in Russia by yourself, wondering who's going to knock on my door and ask me for money and bring me to prison. Good job, Richard. Sandra, beware of Richard. Not me. Okay. So I'm going to type up really quick just a little giveaway. I'm going to put on music for a minute, and I'm going to ask everyone to share this out, and then we're going to get into the main story. It's your boy, Jim Rat. I'm a little too excited to do my regular intro today. I did not prepare for this stream whatsoever. I've been 24/7 just doing stuff online, so that's generally enough preparation for me. If you retweet this stream, add caption here, and put biceps down in the YouTube chat, you will enter the giveaway for 100K GRC. Staking goes live today. All right. Now let me get a little drink. Some little vitamins in here. GG's. Vitamins. All right, so I'm going to put this banner up with what to do. Retweet the stream and type biceps. My AI agent is playing games. Retweet the stream and type bicep in the YouTube chat to enter 100 giveaway. And then I will drop. We're just getting started, guys. I ain't worried about speed running any of this stuff. More already came in than I anticipated by a long shot. So we're all in proper. All right, so there's that. There's that. So guys, boom. That's the tweet you must retweet. We have 201 live viewers on X. We have 25 live viewers on YouTube. I am getting mass blocked in a lot of different directions from Moon King Telegram group, KR Telegram group, Matty Allen Telegram group, Richard Hart Telegram group. All the scammers are really going full throttle on your boy right now. And that's because I am totally the first guy. Not the first guy to call out Richard, the first guy to just never stop. I'm done. It's over. We work too hard to watch this fat fuck fucking sit here and do nothing. And then I have migrated my coin onto the Chia network because it's a walled garden compared to shit piss pulse chain. Yes, Chia is bringing U.S. investors legal exposure to American equities on chain, bringing billions of dollars of both sides of the asset class, stocks and cash. We will be live and paying dividends by the end of the year, guys. A lot of smart guys are getting together and figuring out the facts. A lot of them have figured it out. Like, oh shit, did I write 100? Oh shit. It's not $100,000, guys. Fuck that. It's 100K GRC, roughly 100K ticker GRC. Oh shit. Thank you. I'll put 100 USD just so it looks normal. Add banner, bitch. Jeez Louise. All right, so I pretty much got out what I needed to get out for the beginning of this. Please, I'm going to pull up a great video. If you're an intellectual and you want to actually see why Richard Hart is a fraud, we will be jumping into that today. We will be talking about the markets, and we will be looking at Dex Screener. We will be looking at CoinMarketCap, and we will be looking at xch.trade. And if you want exposure to wGRC, we already put the LPs up on base. So if you have money on base, and you swap to wrapped XCH, you can get exposure to GRC and then just bridge it over. It's way easier to onboard that way. The most beautiful bridging experience you could ever imagine in all of cryptos. All of cryptos. Yeah, no, man, sorry, bro. I ain't got it like that, bro. But I might be giving away 100,000 worth over the next month, literally, because if people keep buying it, though, I don't know if people are going to buy the thing. All I know is I ain't leaving. All you need to know is math, energy, and a blockchain that's safe. If you are buying Bitcoin and Ethereum, that is smart. If you are buying XCH, that is smart. If you are buying Solana, that is smart. If you're buying Binance, that is smart. Other than those, if you want to be investing in low cap coins, truthfully, if you're trying to flip some birds at a minimum, and so at a maximum, like you just don't want your money to go away, like you want your money to stay. If you put your money in a Richard Hart product, it's going down forever. And when I'm right about that, you're going to wish that you pressed buy now rather than once that's right, because then my channel is going to explode. Yes. Yeah. Aesthetics, important. Richard, something you'll never know about. Real work, real long-term thinking, working out your whole life. It's a technical limitations. What's up, Noble? Yeah, so xch.trade. I'm going to put on the music for a second. Guys, you have to retweet this tweet above right here. Boom. I'll drop it again. And I'm just going to give it 2 or 3 minutes to let it simmer, and I'm going to put a few videos rendered, and then we can get right back into it. Richard Hart is my little bitch now, while he hides in Russia, running from the feds, while telling everyone to continue to have faith in him. Why don't we just have fun and listen to some tunes? Because GRC staking goes live. No time.
Tribe of Noise Music. 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 Tribe of Noise Music.
Yeah, so my ideas of marketing are a little unconventional for some. To be honest, I'm way more cut from the Richard Hart cloth that you got to say something loud and proud in order for it to work. But the one thing Richard Hart never had was an honest. He was never honest. He lied always. He perma-lied his entire life so he could sit by his computer and do nothing except cry about the Bitcoin price. Guess what? Richard would be more wildly famous than ever if he just kept talking about Bitcoin. How famous and influential would Richard Hart be right now if he only talked about Bitcoin? You know why? I'm about to show you why. Greed. Richard Hart is a greedy, narcissistic, sociopathic, evil person who constantly makes up new ideas to scam more users. And I am making that abundantly clear. I don't care if I'm bringing negativity to the space of Chia. I don't care if I'm bringing negativity to the space of Ethereum. I don't care if I'm bringing negativity to the space of Pulse Chain. I am here for intellectual integrity. I have always been. I don't care what the fuck the price charts do. I like when they go up. I don't care. Richard only cares about one thing, siphoning as much value to him because he thinks it makes him powerful. But now he hides in Russia, running from the police while he pretends that he's working out in some 7-Eleven washroom basement, because that's probably the only place they can't find him. He can't even put his face out there anymore. He's on the run. And this is exactly why. I want people to know why. Because of his fucking mouth. He ran his mouth too much. He was never honest. He was never transparent. This was 7 years ago, guys. This was before it came out. He already had the ideas. He was already going to get the money grab. He already had thought about all this stuff. And you know how I know? Because it takes a little while to catch up with the information. Richard was about 7 years ahead of me on DeFi information. He's also about 15 years older than me. So you have to remember, this is an information war. And guys like Richard Hart are intense marketers. He's just a marketer. All Richard Hart is a marketer. And now he's a failed marketer forever. Unless he has to hide, change his name, get a new passport, go somewhere else, find a new grift. Mate, you're repeating yourself every stream. Exactly, Goldie. Maybe it'll do something. Maybe it'll save someone. Maybe Richard will no longer scam people. Maybe. Just cope quietly, correct. I'm invested in the chain too, dude. I invested more of my time, energy, and money probably than you did. But the truth doesn't hurt. The truth will set you free.
Then you drop and then you retrace 75% and everyone's like, oh, back to normal. And then you start dropping a little slower and people buy the dip and get liquidated. And they buy the dip and they get liquidated. And they buy the dip and they get liquidated. And then they're like, wait a second, something's wrong here. I keep getting annihilated. And every single bubble chart looks the exact same. Exponential, blow off.
He's telling you what's going to happen to your bags on Pulse Chain. This is Richard Hart admitting to you, please, God, listen. If you're on the fence, just listen. He's telling you. The thing about Richard Hart is he could not shut his fucking mouth, brother. Brother. Hey, Sketch. Brother, you should shut your mouth. And now what? He can delete these videos all he wants. This is on Ivan on Tech's channel. Ivan on Tech ain't deleting your jaunt, dumbass.
Off top, 75% drop, back to normal. Anxiety, denial, disbelief, fear, capitulation, bull trap, and then you do the whole thing over again. And
exactly, we're not at the bull trap yet. Even if there was this is for real crypto, not for Richard Hart crypto. Richard Hart owns 95% of the supply of all his cryptos. They are 100% not worth buying. Whoops. Again, I will keep saying.
And I don't care how much adoption you find. It will never equal the same rate at which we grew in the past. So if you can't equal the same rate, you just basically have like your boat has a giant hole in it and you have a bucket, and your bucket's your adoption, right? So you've got.
Hey, look at the comments below. Oh, I'll put this down for a second. Please, God, look at the comments, cookies, everyone. Richard is gay. Negative shit. Go home, fat fuck. It failed because BTC didn't get adoption and focus on a store of value. All these things are funny. This is so funny to go 7 years back and look at this grifter in his absolute suit. You see how Ivan is wearing a black t-shirt like a normal guy, and Richard is wearing some sort of like fucking gay ass fucking, like he thinks he's the guy from The Sopranos or some shit. It's weak sauce. Richard Hart is king word salad, but he's smart actually, so it's weird because he word salads well, but not in the future because he's a lying piece of shit. So like word salads are okay if you're not a lying piece of shit.
You've got a football-sized hole in your river, and you've got your bucket of adoption, and you're like, yo, we got.
I know you think I've lost it, Goldie. I think you've lost it, bro. You're invested in a coin and you're fighting. It seems crazy. Yeah, because I don't give a shit, dude. Richard's a scam artist. Fuck Richard. I'm not putting any more money in his bullshit. If he's going to actually pump this and it's actually going to work, then I make $1 million. So I don't give a fuck. Richard Hart works for me, obviously. I'm not making it much easier on him.
Got new users. We got new users. But the 20 zillion billion guys that got in no time that are dumping on us now, you can't get enough adoption to keep the water out, and you just sink. And it happens in every single bubble. There's no way, like, you could get.
He is telling you guys word for word, 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 bar for bar, that you're losing all your money to him. There will never be enough adoption. There will never be enough buys to get the guys that he fucking got in early to stop dumping on your heads, guys. This is not fucking Solana. All that VC shit is way better. You know why? VCs at least don't need your money right away. Richard needs your money now. He's on the run now. This could be over for him now at any moment. We have no idea what he's doing. He's lying about working out. He's fatter than ever. He's a liar more than ever. Fuck him. That's what the energy needs to be. Fuck him. Buy something low cap. I'll show you about how to do all that shit later. This is not even about that. This is about the truth. The truth is no one's going to make you rich in crypto. If you buy stuff that's new, you can make it. If you buy Bitcoin, if you buy some solid XCH, if you buy some ETH, even at this point in life, Solana, Binance, you'll make money. Those are actually people that are trying to do something. Richard is all smoke and mirrors. Goldie, you don't even know what good prices look like, brother, because you don't know the numbers, brother. That's why I'm so confident. We haven't even got to the capitulation stage yet. We haven't even got to capitulation yet. We need Hexo, RG3. People, those guys start to sell. That's real capitulation, not fucking me. I'm just a smart trader. At least mind is on, brain working somehow. Yes, you're a day one hexagon. That's the only reason you have a good attitude about this. Everyone else is getting wrecked. Everyone else is, there's like 17 people that have the same incentive as you. Good luck getting everyone to buy in. Good luck. Great. Good luck, Goldie. You got your money. So did I. I already made my money from that bull ass.
Everyone in the world to start using Lightning, the price will push down harder in the slow and midterm, because it makes it easier to spend, but not easier to buy. So now, like, even if you get Lightning adoption and you make it easier for people to spend, now you're hoping that people don't spend these Bitcoins that aren't useful for any fucking other thing. And, you know, you hope they don't dump them. Please don't dump them, even though we made it even easier for you to dump them by increasing the places you can spend them. Please buy more, replace them, right? It's just, it doesn't work. That's the reason all bubble pops look the same, because even if you get adoption and even if things look good, it can't come close to canceling out the dumping pressure from the bazillion people that just got in. That's why you need more greater fools to keep the mania going.
He's calling you a greater fool, mate. Goldie, we need more fools. Did you hear that, Goldie? We need more fools. Say it with me one more time. We need more fools. Please DCA, Goldie. Keep DCA. I will show you bar for bar, brother.
Every bubble looks the same, and every
Yep.
bubble crashes the same.
I agree with you on that. I think the timing perspective is what we disagree upon, and it will be interesting to see in the future how it plays out. But
How will you know? How will you know if the bubble's not over? You need to get above resistance and hold there for a while, right? So if you look at the trend line, 9,200 was the previous old resistance, and we had a lot of volume there, and we just got over it yesterday, and we tried to hold over it. Couldn't do it. Died. So if you want to see a bull market again, what you need to do is get over a shelling point, get over some resistance to say, this is the line in the sand. We're not going under this, and stay there and go up for a while.
You'll see in the comments, there's a lot of guys saying, pump your bullshit meme coin. I'm hodling Bitcoin. 7 years later, those guys are so stoked because Richard is scamming everyone right now. Like, this is the beginning stages of the scam. He's already made the decisions. He already knows who's going to invest. He already knows how everything's going to work. He already knows that this is a bubble. He already knows that you're going to lose all your money eventually if you don't get out. He was begging you to get out. He got out. He's not even involved, dude. He spent about 300 grand, probably pumped that chart about 9,000x. And then everyone's fooled for life while he explains to you exactly what he's doing. Please, Jesus H. Christ, fucking focus. Call Toby one a retard. Call Johnny Chaos an idiot. Go over to Crypto Coffee's page and say that he's an excuse for an intellectual person. Go over to Hexy Bastard's space and call him a scammer. Go over to Moon King's Telegram ring that he scams people all day. Richard Hart only created a scam breeding ground that he already scammed everyone in, and now the scam remains. Just go. It's sick. It's not good for anything. It's a waste of everyone's life. Richard's a fat, lying, on the run from federal police. I'll say it again. On the run from Policia.
For a while. But every time we get to resistance, if we're even lucky enough to get back up to it, we fucking capitulate and die straight down. So I'll be a bull as soon as I see anything that looks bullish.
So
right
would
now,
you say would you say that we're in this?
And I will be, hey, listen, I'll be a bull. I will be a bull for Pulse Chain if I see one fucking change in trend, but there's nothing. Nothing. Richard's telling you, oh God, it's so good. So when the ETH goes up, I do not. Nope. I think that there's not enough buy pressure to make this happen again, and Richard wouldn't waste the resources. If you know Richard Hart well, he's not one to waste resources. Like, all the resources must come to him, and they must hoard, and they must be sold at an opportune time. Richard's legacy is destroyed already from everyone that has an intellect in the space still. You might not be able to see that because he blocks everyone. Richard blocks me. Richard has groups that block everyone. Richard only play is to run, block, hide, and pretend to do updates. Run, block, hide, pretend to do updates. Run, block, hide, pretend to do updates. And then he has the audacity to call you a dumbass and to say you're worthless. And 7 years ago to say the greater fool. We need more fools. 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 Yeah, it'll 2 or 3x. Yeah, for sure. Oh, it'll get back to sack rate and stuff, but you better G. Now, 18 cents hex, it was more closer to that. For Pulse X is wider. And I already G'd all that shit. Was it this year you changed your no, it was when I stopped streaming like a year and a half, 2 years ago, and I didn't really change my opinion. Nobody was listening to any valid points anymore. So even when I had valid points about Richard, they would just block me or tell me I was a scammer. So I knew then it was a grift completely, because Richard used to be an intellectual giant, and now he's an intellectual fraud, a complete fraud, sociopathic, narcissistic fraud who's on the run, who can't stream anymore. I'll say it again. And when he fails and this is all over, you will be really interested in how I knew. You will be like, wow, maybe I should watch that guy's channel, because he knew this was going to happen 2 years before it did. Some people knew 5 years. So Richard knew 7 years. So no, I'm not the smartest guy in class. I just show up every day.
The same position as we were in early 2014, late 13, and we'll have
It's
a
slightly-
bear
it's-
market for several years.
It's slightly different because that bubble was more artificial than this bubble. So that bubble had Willie Bot on Mt. Gox buying coins with invented free money, stealing customer money to buy coins. So Mt. Gox's Willie Bot buying coins with money it didn't really have made that bubble a little higher than it should have been. This time, the shape is just about identical. Everyone
And we have Tether.
You know, man,
Tether is trash.
I tell people that Tether sucks, but normal exchanges suck too. But in reality, is it such a great defense that something else sucks too, right? Like, let me give you an example about Tether. Let's say that all the money's in the banks, okay? And no one's having any problems withdrawing it, and everything's legit, totally legit. When people start to withdraw it, you know what the bank's going to do? The bank's going to find a reason that they don't like you anymore. We got a letter from some regulator in Lithuania, and he doesn't really like that the Lithuanian citizens have not been paying their taxes. So we kind of got to seize these funds because we got this letter, right? So I don't give a shit whether you, as a Bitcoin company, have a bank account with a bank and all the money's there. When you start to withdraw enough of it, the bank's going to turn you the fuck off because they prefer to keep that money. That's the reason they're working with you in the first place.
Now, this is very true. I've done this in my life as well. I've purchased things from one arena or usually an arbitrage opportunity-ish, and my bank didn't like it, so they disconnected the thing to that account, and I had to like call them to get it back on and explain to them what the fuck I wanted my money. Does that sound cool to you? I do OTC deals constantly now. I am such an OTC deal guy now. Oh, you have Bitcoin and I want it? I'll buy it from you. I don't want these fucking assholes knowing what wallet I have. Oh, you have Ethereum and you want to buy some? I have 30 whatever Ethereum and I would sell a little bit of that to somebody. I don't want in person, in my real life. There's enough people that buy Ethereum and Bitcoin shit now. Solana, Binance. I do OTC deals with xch. I do everything. Yeah, it's just a part of the market, right? Yeah, but it sucks because Richard owns all of it. Anything that Richard owns all of sucks. If Richard Hart owns all of something, it sucks by definition because he's a lying piece of dirt. Always has been, always will be.
Place. The only banks that'll work with a Bitcoin company without a New York license are shitty banks that aren't making any money. Because why would they risk their reputation to work with this shady stuff unless they were making some money and needed it?
If you faded Richard Hart, Goldie, I just have to get this point across for Goldie. Goldie, join my Telegram, dude. Because listen, alts are not wrecked. Alts are in the normal part of the cycle. Guess what's not down 99% Ethereum? Guess what's not down 99% Binance? Guess what's not down 99% XRP? Guess what's not down 99% everything? Because Richard is extracting max value and he's explaining to you why, because he knows it has to capitulate first. And he's just speeding up the process. But he is a failure, so he's going to eventually fail because greed runs his life. And he can't see his family anymore. And he's running in Russia just so guys like Goldie will keep coming. That's the truth. He tells you right here, and he's going to cry in this video. He fucking cries in this video. He's a little bitch, fat, gay. He's down really bad in this video. You have to understand this is one of the lowest lows of Richard's life. He just really made a huge decision. He bought the top of Bitcoin again. He thought it was going to keep going up, and he didn't sell. He says it wasn't selling. No. He sells and buys full positions. I'm telling you. He is so wrecked, and he tells everyone that he is so wrecked in like 5 minutes. He's like, this is the worst I've ever been, down bad, wrecked. And if he just held that Bitcoin, he would be so much better off. He wouldn't be hiding in prison. I mean, he wouldn't go to prison. CZ went to prison. So don't act like this shit don't happen, guys. I'm calling the Richard Hart,
it, right? And then as soon as their bank relationships get threatened and their upstream banks are like, yeah, we're not going to process your wires to New York anymore. They're not going to get cleared anymore. Do you like sending wires to New York? You do? Okay, well, you're going to turn off Bitstamp's account, or you're going to turn off Bitfinex's account, right? So, I mean, if you wanted a bank, if you wanted a Bitcoin counterparty that's probably the one to withstand bank shutoffs the most, it's going to be one with a New York license, because at least they could go, hey, look, the government said we were cool. Please get us an account, please, right? That's the reason these guys have already been through 10 or 20 accounts, because the banks keep shutting them off, right? So, you know, even if Tether's 100% legit, it don't mean they have access to the money, because as soon as they try and withdraw enough of it, there's going to be a problem. Then the money's going to stop out.
And so if we take this situation into account, both with the theories that maybe they don't cover 100% of the tokens, and as you mentioned, they might have problems withdrawing the dollars, how would you say this bear market will play out compared to the last time in 2013?
Dude, the chart looks real similar to me. It's worse, actually. If you go onto tradingview.com and you click the interactive chart on BTC USD, and then you click on the top left, there's a button like 3 or 4 or 5 down, and then you click it and you drop down to bars. Okay, and you click your chart and you click the beginning of your old bubble, the end of your old bubble, and then you can drag it to today. And so you can take the old bubble and you can drag it right over today. Make sure you've got log clicked in the bottom right so that it makes up for the number difference, right? And we recovered a lot faster in the 2014 bubble than we did today. This recovery is dog shit. It's the worst. It's worse than that. It's over. And if you don't believe it, go grab the old bubble, use the bars tool, drag it over, and you can see it for yourself. It's fucked. Every time I post it, I lose a lot of Twitter followers. All my Twitter followers love me for my Bitcoin maximalism.
And that's the same thing. All my Twitter followers used to love me for my hex maximalism when it was only going up. I was very in deep in the hex community. It was only going up. And guess what? Now I lose 100 or 200 followers a day because all these deadbeat zealot losers just listen to Richard Hart tell him to block everyone and just have fun losing all your money. I don't care. I don't care if you block me. I don't care if you don't watch me anymore. There's plenty of people out there. And most people that are smart and have money fade the fuck out of Richard Hart because he's a piece of shit scumbag. He is a piece of shit. Richard Hart is a lazy marketer, a lazy businessman, and he sits on his ass and stares at the computer as much as he can to input as much information as he can so he can steal as much money as he can from innocent users. Period. 100K GRC coins, 100 USD. All you have to do is bop this stream and drop a biceps in the chat. I'm getting more hate than Osama bin Laden from the Richard Hart maxis, and I absolutely can't get enough of it. Do you understand? Ooh, there's 17 retweets. Pretty good. Let's get this to 20 retweets, guys. Drop biceps in the chat. Amish Kid dropped his bicep. Hex Fanatic dropped his biceps. Let's see. Who else dropped biceps? Cookies drops his biceps. Ape Chain drops his biceps. Dude, this chat is getting spammed with no biceps, but lots of spam. Hit the like, boys. Help your boy out. We almost broke through the monetization threshold on YouTube. So let's go ahead and rip those likes. I used to have it, but I erased all my shit because I had so much stupid shit on there from getting brainwashed by this fat fuck who talks about working out right now. His Twitter is the most pathetic thing I've ever seen in my life. My bald friend had to move out of the country because he made too much money. And now he is so busy, he will hardly talk to me, but it's fine. Remember, you got to retweet the Twitter X stream over there, and then just drop some biceps in the chat on YouTube. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. We're going on a streaming run here. I'm about to go on a run. I'm not excited, but it is what it is. I love streaming, but sometimes we're working. And right now, We're working. And everyone's making fun of me for being weak. Like, what the fuck? It's like the only thing you can't make fun of me about. What the? Let's go back to Richard embarrassing himself over and over and over again.
And now that I'm not a Bitcoin maximalist anymore, and I think the price is going down, fucking hate me. Hate me.
So have you sold all your Bitcoin then? Or
unfortunately, I haven't, because I'm stupid.
Because I'm stupid. Richard Hart's stupid. He called himself stupid. Oh, wonder why. Doesn't call himself stupid anymore. Now that he has all your money. GRC, good luck on your mission. I think you should sell all your bags. Thank you. I have sold all my liquid bags. I could buy back 10x my position now. I will wait, just like Richard said, until there's absolute real upward momentum, not lies, fake talk, and everything. I have 60 stakes. If this works out, I'm rich forever. It's not going to work out. Whoops.
I'm a fucking idiot. So I've lost a lot of money because.
And I'm going to let this play for a second, guys. I'm going to grab a drink of water. I promise you I'll throw up if I watch this again. I watched it last night and I almost vomited at how fucking pathetic. I already sold, bro. Already sold all liquid. All liquid sold. Hey, I don't agree with you, but I still like you. If I don't agree with you, I still like you too. I don't hate anyone. If someone has a good point to mention, I just debated Tiger King, the new Pulse Chain leader, yesterday. Destroyed him. Most intellectual fraud I've ever been a part of. Most disgusting group of human beings came up after I destroyed Tiger King and made everyone think he was a fucking joke. Then they invited, they were like, let's do invites on Moon King. And they just invited every scammer on. They went straight to scam time. And I dipped. I fucking won the argument. I told everyone the truth. Fucking scammers came on and I dipped. It's go to Internet Money KG. Internet Money KG. Internet Money KG hosted a space where I debated Tiger King yesterday. It was wildly popular, and I tried to keep it civil, but they didn't even know what Uniswap was. They didn't even know what a blockchain was. They were like, we're construction guys. And I was like, that's fine, but aren't we debating like tech? Oh, Pulse Chain, Pulse X, PLS, Richard Hart was wrong. Those are the kind of Twitter names that'll start popping up. You can make money from talking crap about Richard, guys. If you spam like I have, real good, dense information about Richard, you can get 5 million, roughly, you need 5 million in 3-month impressions to start making money on Twitter. I promise you, if you spam Richard Hart hate, you'll get damn close. And if you add a little of your own flair, you can definitely get somewhere on that. You want to pay for stuff with Richard Hart's failures? Spam his shit all over Twitter. You think you're good at marketing, Richard? I'm not even marketing anything. I'm just watching you go down the drain and telling other people how to capitalize. Period. This is all lies and fraud. And it will go up if some crazy shit happens, but it shouldn't. And if it does, it's all manipulated. And if it does, you're not going to get a good deal. You got a good deal if you sold a long while ago. Richard said hockey stick, 52 weeks to shake out the weak hands, 52 months for everyone to realize that this is going to zero. I'm going to let this play for a minute, but this part makes me sick, actually, to my stomach. Richard really is a sociopath. I love you. I love you. Thanks for the like, bro. Drop a bicep in the chat and retweet the stream, and then you can get the giveaway. And I'll show everyone how to make money every day just by joining a Discord. Just by joining a Discord, make money every day. And we'll give you the Tang Bear that you need. You need an NFT to like. NFTs are good for identifying who's in a group. And if you have the Tang Bear NFT, which if you join my Telegram, I will get the artist to give one to you. Well, that's what he told me. So if you want the Telegram group, let me know right now in the chat. If you want the Telegram group, comment below the X. I will DM you and follow you and get you personally into that Tanging group, and you will never be upset about it because you don't even have to participate. If you really don't want, you should, and you will. But I'm just saying that as order to anchor the idea that it's really low barrier to entry. And that's what crypto's all about. Ooh, Pulse Chain altcoin talk. We having fun in here, guys. 549 live in here. GRC staking goes live today. GRC hit all-time highs last night. I haven't looked at it since because it makes me a little nervous, to be honest. But new things tend to go up because people get excited about them. So just be chill. But day 4, I can promise you, day 4 through day 90 is generally a good deal. After that, markets are wild, man. I don't know what to expect, but I know Richard knows this too. This is why he created his own coin. But you don't have to do it on fraud. You can create a coin and just say, hey, this is a meme community. I'm a streamer for this community, and this is an interactive token for the community. And I will be making incentives daily for the people that hold these. And they're real incentives. They're not fake incentives. All the real incentive is join the Discord. We do meme competitions. We do everything. It's so much fun. My experience with crypto has gotten so much fun since I integrated it pretty heavily into the Chia world because it is fun. Memes, fun, new coins. Market caps are low. People don't know how to get over there yet. Liquidity on the main asset is low. It is a fun, low barrier to entry. Low barrier to entry is my key point, though. Like, not DCA all your money and put it in this pool. That would be dumb. Crypto is about making money. You don't have to put all your money into it to make any. That's what guys like Richard will want you to think. Guys who buy the ETH top on the day. Richard Hart created the Ethereum top on the day. Literally, his buy was the reason it went down. Richard is a cancer to this entire world, and he needs to be punished. Let's go. I'm not going to listen to this part. I have to walk away. It's so disgusting. It's just all his lies. It's just gross. 600 live. Wow. Great. Perfect.
In my whole life from 2011 till now, I just found it very hard to part with these things. Like, I ain't gonna say I want to cry, but this has been very bad, right? Like, I really liked Bitcoin, and it's not cool. I don't want to see it die. So you just wait 2 years.
But that became very sad for Bitcoin very, very quickly in our conversation. But what is about the vision for Bitcoin? Are you negative on the vision when you compare it to all the other cryptocurrencies?
Great, dude. Most secure, most distributed, best devs. It's great. It's just.
All right, fuck it. I'll talk about it. I can't help it. You see how he said best distributed? Hex and Pulse Chain are the worst distributed cryptocurrencies in the history of mankind. The worst. The worst. He did it the worst. He got the most money, put the most liquidity in there. Shit ain't moving for shit until everyone loses everything. And he's telling you Bitcoin's better. He's telling you right now you shouldn't have faded. He's telling you right now that he's a failure. And he is literally crying right now because he didn't sell all his Bitcoin because he can't just do something else. He's such a fucking scam artist that he knows it's such a bubble that he can't force himself to be anywhere else. These count as biceps. That's the leg sept. You're in the giveaway if you retweet the stream, if you do leg seps too, because I'm actually doing legs today. GG.
Just, if you care about the price, that's the only thing that's fucked up. Software works good, works well. They just rolled out SegWit in the core wallet. No one uses the core wallet, so I guess it doesn't matter that much. Yeah, look, I tried everything I could to kill shit coins and to kill the fucking ICOs. I wrote articles on it, spoke out about it, and I was wrong, and everyone else was right, and everyone else made a lot of money, and I just held fucking Bitcoin, and it sucks to be.
He gets very emotional. Richard Hart is a narcissist, so understand he only gets emotional very rarely. Very rarely. And when I say emotional, I mean like he's going to cry. He cries right here because he's such a pussy. Who gives a fuck if your shit goes down for 2 years? His whole life is built on the idea that wealth is everything. If you have a beautiful house, or even a house, a place to live, family, some money in crypto, some money in the bank, a job, dude, that's not a bad life. But crypto guys want to trick you. They want to trick you into thinking you have to go all in. And Richard went all in. The only reason Richard's so insightful is because he's failed every test in crypto. He just won't give up. But I'm telling you, giving up isn't his choice anymore. It's the police's. The police will make him give up. That's what it might be years from now, but he's going to be hiding until then, because Richard's very slick. He knows how to get around the rules. He knows how to evade the country. He knows how to do all that. So just know that. That's his fucking main shit. His main shit is legal loopholes and lying and blocking and running and telling people to work out while he's fat. The last 3 dates I had combined smaller breasts than Richard Hart, although his timeline is filled with working out shit, because he's a fraud in every way, shape, and form. Ivan on text, not a fraud. Ivan on text, just listening to him and probably not agreeing with all of it, agreeing with some of it, just like the rest of us. 7 years later, the receipts are in. Whoops.
You know, morally right, and then watch everyone else make a lot more money than you. And you're like, oh. So like, for instance, you know, I told everyone not to buy Ethereum. And some people didn't make the money they would have, right? You know, and I told people to, you know, I'm 50K BTC Richard Hart, 100K BTC Richard Hart. You know, I really thought we'd get to 25, no problem. And if you don't keep track, and you don't keep track of my tweets, and you only see the one that said buy 17, but you didn't see the one that said we're dead, well,
dude, you can't just tweet everything out and expect people to be like on your ass. You're a fat fuck, dude. No one's looking at your Twitter anymore except messed up in the head zealots that got in early. No one cares about your tweets anymore, Richard. Just a bunch of broke wreck plebs that you fucking laugh at when you're having martinis in your 7-Eleven basement in Russia. Okay? So just understand, Richard was wrong once again. He said, oh, 100K BTC, all that shit's come to fruition. And Richard's here crying like a little bitch, wondering, how do I get another sacrifice going? Because these legal fees are catching up to me. The only one that told you he was rich was him. He didn't show you any receipts. He just bought a bunch of watches after Hex went up, after he got the bag. Think.
you're getting annihilated, you know? Which if you have a long time horizon, that's fine. You can hold 2 or 3 years, but I'm done with that shit, dude. I don't want to sit through a fucking bear market. I don't. I'm so tired of
But
it.
the truth wins at the end, right? It's all about the fundamentals at the end. When the dust settles and
It's
you
not.
don't think so? Okay.
No.
Why
Dude,
not?
let me give you some more bullshit, okay? If Bitcoin were fully adopted, do you think it's okay that an unknown party owns 10% of the coins? You think it's okay that Satoshi owns 10% of the global currency supply? Well, that means that you have to fork
If
out.
he or she is still alive, or they.
Yeah, and if he's
Uh,
alive or dead, it don't matter because you don't know who's in control of the keys, right? So maybe Kim Jong-il becomes control of the keys. Now what, right? So you can't have a fully adopted currency where 10%.
Some people don't lie for a living, Richard. This is where Richard's kind of off, right? Richard thinks everyone lies for money. This Satoshi character wasn't lying at the time. He was trying to change the world. The difference between Richard and a good man is a good man has morals. And a good man doesn't fucking try to steal everything from everyone at all times around them. Okay? So, Richard's literally wrong about everything. Everything. And these are his real thoughts. He thought Bitcoin was dead, dude. He really did. He probably sold out of his position. He's probably perma-wrecked right here. By the looks of it, him crying and shit. Like, Richard is a sick puppy. And he will remain a sick puppy until he is done. And somebody says, finally, this guy will be stopped.
Percent of it's owned by someone that you don't know who the fuck they are. That don't work. Okay. Step 2, if this shit becomes popular enough, what do you think is more likely? Facebook rolls out their own token, or they decide to use your shitcoin. They just roll out their own everything. They build their own everything. They build their own server hardware from scratch, right? Like the open server platform. They built that from scratch. They build their own programming languages. They build their own fucking everything, right? So Amazon.
Richard wasn't willing to do that. Chia did that. The reason I like XCH, the reason why we launched GRC on XCH is because they built new software. They built more secure software. They built a better mining consensus mechanism with more individual nodes and more individual users and more security. Richard copy and pasted Ethereum and stole all your money. Richard copy and pasted Ethereum, and he just said everyone that's good at this will just build their own code language. Richard's not good at this. Richard doesn't know shit about building code. He says that all the time. Richard's just a marketing liar.
And Facebook both build all their own stuff, right? So why the fuck would they use your token? They could hire 4 devs and build a better token, or fork your token, right? So what does the future look like for crypto? I would firmly believe in seeing an Amazon token who outcompetes everyone, right? If you have a product on Amazon and it sells well, they literally send a guy to China to find out where you were buying it. They already know where you're buying it because you shipped it directly to their warehouse to drop ship it, and they just cut you out of the deal and put Amazon Basics on it. So every Amazon Basic product you see used to be a successful Amazon affiliate or retailer. They got fucked over and went right around to the manufacturer by Amazon. Why wouldn't they do the same thing with currency? Why wouldn't they do the exact same thing they do with currency and fuck over the crypto dudes that they did with all their other retail products? And I like Amazon Basic stuff. It's a good deal. But I know that they basically cut the middleman out, right? So I don't think there's a chance.
But I mean, Amazon will not be the same as Bitcoin ever when it comes to decentralization.
It'll be better. It'll be better. What are you talking about? Why wouldn't it be better? Why wouldn't an Amazon coin be better than Bitcoin?
Well, because you have a company behind it. Of course, it depends on how they structure it, but I can't imagine them doing it in the same way as Bitcoin, where it is completely centralized, no one is control. Most probably, they will be in very tight control of their token if they do something.
All that stuff sucks, right? Like the whole no one's in control of it stuff. That's the reason you can't send it to your bank without them shutting your bank account off. If you have a fucking bank account in Australia and you get a Bitcoin wire to your bank account is getting terminated, period. That's it. They're turning your fucking bank account off, right? So the concept that somehow that is better than an Amazon coin, well, they give you a fucking ATM card and you can just spend it wherever you want. I'd rather have the Amazon coin. If it pumped, I'll take that fucking coin, right? That I can actually like receive the money and not lose a bank account, and I could actually spend it. I mean, even credit card fees. So let's say I want to pay my miners for mining my token, and I have to pay them through Ethereum because it's an ERC 223 contract.
I want to pay my miners, dumbass. Think smart before you live stream.
Cost me $2.80. I guess because I use ERT2, because I use 223, it should cost about half. I think average transaction is $2.80. It's going to cost me $1.40 to pay my miner for mining my token. Okay, I could pay them on Venmo for 25 cents. So exactly.
Now he's telling you about OTC deals. Richard was really early to this idea that you could give people a token that they were going to buy anyway from his illiquid stack, right? Richard has a stack of 90%. If you were going to buy on the market, you get a worse deal, but he can't even sell on the market. So he actually is just gaining 100% value by getting OTC deals, by saying, hey, Crypto Coffee, hey, Sami, hey, RG3, hey, everyone. If you push this shit for the rest of your life and ruin your reputation, Toby One, Crypto Coffee, all these guys, I'll pay you OTC. Now, it wasn't those guys. Those guys were just the greater fools. But those guys were in the businessmen that were around Richard Hart. I have a bubble chart of every business he's ever created and every business partner and every email and every number. I have a full bubble chart with probably 78,000 points of reference in every wallet connected to this man's name. This is not a drill, guys. This is a full-time scam artist. I am trying to let you know, just like Richard now. C4 in the closet. Oh, you sick, twisted puppy. You saw my C4. But just know, Richard will talk himself into a hole right here. We have 611 live. This is fantastic. Hit the like if you're in the YouTube chat. If you want to do the giveaway, retweet this stream, biceps in the chat, and you're in the giveaway. 100,000, 100 USD. It was probably 20 USD 48 hours ago. When I tweeted about this, it's been up like 400% since I tweeted about it. But that's what happens when things are new. I'm not going to trick you and say like, this is happening because of some world-renowned idea. This is happening because things are new. When things are new and they have a low market cap and they're distributed fairly, they pump hard. GRC staking goes live today. I'll drop the Telegram link. Hold on. There's only probably 50 holders or something. I'll look later. I'm only going to be on here for a minute. I'm basically trying to get you to save yourself by joining my Telegram and getting into the Discord. And that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. So t.me/whatevs. Let's go back to Richard talking in circles and being a fucking scam artist.
Where the fuck is this efficiency from crypto?
But Richard, so you don't believe in the whole vision with cryptocurrencies where we have currencies that are without intermediaries? Because it will be, I mean, people will have to switch somehow. It will not be as convenient, of course. You do not have banks anymore. But this is kind of the vision of cryptocurrencies. But it seems that you make the point that because it is so difficult, Amazon will make it a lot easier. People will just use Amazon coins because they are more easy to use. But that will, in my view, it will lose the whole point with cryptocurrency. Why not just use dollars or the system we have currently?
You're a technician and you understand the technology, so you want the technology to matter. I'm telling you that the whole rest of the world that actually speculates and buys this shit doesn't give a single solitary fuck, which is why they buy Ripple, which isn't even a cryptocurrency. Okay? It's a centralized fucking Excel spreadsheet
That's what Pulse Chain is, a centralized Excel spreadsheet. Funny how things change, right? All Pulse Chain is a copy pasta bullshit, fake fucking scam. 90%, 95% of the coins go to him. He cannot go wrong in the ecosystem. He could not sell ever and still make so much money off you fucks. But he will sell, and he does sell constantly. Just watch the bridges. Just watch the total value locked. Just watch the metrics while they plummet. With the only hope is that Richard's alt accounts and a couple of scammers can spin up enough bull-ass lies that this will keep going. And I'm telling you, I have more motion than them. And I have more dedication, and I will never stop. And so they might as well find a hole to crawl in, because I'm the list of dead bodies. Tiger was first. Richard will be last. Richard will be last on my list. And then we can go on to living a normal life without a horrible scammer in the middle of it again.
pre-mined where some other guy already owns 50% of it and they buy the fuck out of it.
But you don't have to be a technician to appreciate the finance and the economy behind it. I mean, you have to be like from Belarus or from Venezuela or some other place where you know what currency actually means. Because people in Sweden, in the US, don't really know what currency is because the currency has been stable. But for example, I'm from Belarus. You learned very early on that the currency doesn't mean anything really, and that is why everyone is trying to buy euros, dollars, spread out the risk. So if Amazon comes with a cryptocurrency, well, it's not only from technical reasons why it's worse, but also from economical reasons. When you have a company in control, it's not as appealing from.
Yeah, Ivan in Tech is smarter than Richard Hart because he has more open mind and he's less attached to just being extremely rich. Like Ivan doesn't need to just be extremely rich for him to smile. He can smile anyway. Richard cannot smile. unless a bunch of noobs are funneling money into his shit anymore. So understand, like, Ivan has literally just told him why it wouldn't occur, and it hasn't occurred. Ivan on Tech with the W. Richard Hart, 1000x lost everything. Horrible, loser, liar, fat, everything, workout, fake. Everything fake. All smoke and mirrors.
Several perspectives.
Yeah. So once again, people buy this stuff because it goes up in value. Unless it's
That's why you buy it, fat fuck. Some of us buy shit for other reasons. It's true. Like, not everyone, like, Ivan's not only buying fucking Bitcoin because it goes up in price. That's just what Richard thinks, because he's a scam artist. He thinks like a scam artist. He feels like a scam artist. He is a scam artist. Ivan's just a dude that put in work and has a great channel that's still bumping today with 500,000 live viewers. 500,000 subscribers on YouTube and probably more all over the other places. While Richard literally has bigger tits than the town fucking lizard lot, fucking whore. And he's talking about working out all over his timeline because he has to pivot. He's a pivot goat, but he's pivoting to the wrong shit. I don't know what the fuck he's smoking, thinking that he's going to talk about working out and efficiency, dude. You're fat. You've always been fat. You're unhealthy. Your skin is shit. What do you want from us, Richard? He has big fat tits, like real big fat milk maker tits. I've never seen anything as big. Other than Richard's ego, the second biggest thing he's got is his fucking nasty fucking tits. And I'm saying that loud just because he's so stupid for even bringing up the workout thing to, like, it's so bad. It's so gross, so disgusting, such a fraud, intellectual fraud, everything. Every kind of fraud is Richard Hart.
And they want to buy drugs. That's it. Okay. If you had bought Ripple at the beginning of the year instead of Bitcoin, you'd be a way richer motherfucker. Period.
That is short-term speculation we're talking about. I'm talking about the long-term use case of.
You see how Ivan is talking about actual crypto into the future, and Richard is saying this is just a scam to scam people. You have to scam people faster. You have to understand all people are retarded and dumb and moronic. So just understand.
Of cryptocurrency, the future of cryptocurrencies.
Why wouldn't the future look like it does now? Why wouldn't you continue to see millions of more shit coins that cyclically pump and dump and pump and dump and pump and dump?
Because
there's always a new pump and dump that keeps going on forever. Why wouldn't that be more likely than the actual centralization on a single currency?
Because currently people don't know what cryptocurrencies are. They join the blockchain space, blockchain field, they buy some kind of token and it goes up in value. Currently it's all about speculation.
Yeah.
But my point is that it will end badly. We will see some kind of huge crash. Your point is that we already see it currently. I think it will take a few years more. And after this crash, all of these unserious players, all of these people who bought for speculation will quit. They will not survive the crash. And from that point on, people will have a better understanding of what cryptocurrencies actually are. Now we see people hearing something about decentralization, they get excited, they think that the token is valuable, and that is why they think it's going to go up, and that is why they buy it. But when we see a huge pullback, huge crash, people will start reading on the fundamentals to a much greater degree, just like with internet bubble. People didn't really understand what they bought back then. Something on the internet, it has .com in the name. But after the crash, that is when we saw real development and real fundamentals winning over speculation. So that is my point, that currently, yes, it's all about speculation, but long term, I see a future where people actually understand what they're buying to a much larger degree. Would you disagree?
Yeah, people are fucking retarded. They don't.
Not me, bro. Maybe your fucking friends were. Maybe you are. But some people work out every day because they know it'll make their life better. Some people talk to their families every day because they know it'll make their life better. Some people buy an additional property because they'll make their life better. Some people invest into businesses because it makes their life better. And then some people lie and fucking scam everyone all day and make the world fucking horrible. Richard Hart is the horrible. People like Richard Hart belong in federal prison. I believe that. I think he is 100% predatory, and he's telling you you're a dumbass to your face right now, Toby1. He's telling you you're a dumbass right now, Wales Only. He's telling you you're a dumbass right now, Rackham Rochelle. He's telling you you're a dumbass right now, Crypto Coffee, RH Max, everybody, Tam, all the girls that he fucking pays to tweet about this shit. Motley, everybody. These guys made a lot of money off of all. Some guys were savvier than others. Don't get it twisted. Some dudes made out like a bandit. But for all the zealots that staked forever and bought into any idea this dude brought into the world, you're destroyed. And it doesn't matter how much money you made in the short term. Your reputation is destroyed. And that's what the hardest part about all this is. Richard Hart didn't only get your money. If you got money, he destroys your reputation next. He'll take everything from you without you even knowing why or how it occurred. Because he only thinks about scamming. He only thinks about scamming. He only thinks about how to get money from dumb people. And it's sick.
Don't know how to do anything. They double right click. They enter their domain name they want to go to in the Google search area. They give away their privacy at every option possible. They install every exe and click yes to every checkbox. And when they install an app on their phone, they click fucking yes, turn my GPS on, and yes, share everything. People are fucking retarded. And if you think and yes, share everything, people are fucking retarded. And if you think that people are going to understand one of the most complicated, one of the most hard to understand things.
It's not that complicated, Richard. Richard really must have gotten so many strokes as a kid for being smart, because he's not that smart. But he really does think he's a genius. But he literally scammed everyone and hides in Russia now, and he can't do anything. That's not what geniuses do. Geniuses buy land. Geniuses buy out Blockbuster when it's going out of business. Geniuses move on to new, better ideas. They don't just scam people and get lazier and lazier and lazier and lazier and lazier. Yes, he is wrong about people. It's the other thing. People just don't stare at their computer all day because they're not a fucking gooner like Richard Hart. If you stare at your computer all day long, you will figure out these concepts. And these concepts will be normal to people in the future. People just don't care because it doesn't matter to them that much. It matters to Richard because he scams everyone. And he has to run from the law and run from the banks and run from everything. Good people get their way just fine in this world. Richard Hart, not good people. Very bad people.
In the whole world, you are wrong. They are not going to get it. They're not going to understand it. They didn't do well on the SAT. They don't know how to fucking do math. They ain't getting it, okay? And as far as like, let the better crypto win, they don't even install the wallets. They don't download the coins. They don't take physical possession. They buy a ticker symbol on an exchange and they leave it there, and they have an IOU on the exchange with a little ticker symbol and a database next to it. Until people download wallets, and by the way, here's the funny part. It's probably better that they do that, because at least when they lose their password, the exchange can still hook them up and give them their money. If these retards actually installed the wallet and actually had sovereignty and actually had to take responsibility for their own finance, they would all lose their money the same way they all lose their nude pictures. So whenever you go on the internet and you see all these funny nude pictures of celebrities and you go, I wonder how that happened. That happened the same way that everyone will lose all their Bitcoin private keys and they'll lose all their Bitcoin. The same way they lost their nude photos that they tried to protect is the same way they'll lose their Bitcoin private keys. So as long as you live in a world where everybody's getting zero-dayed and everybody double clicks every exe and nobody is an OPSEC security expert, it's better that they leave their coins on the centralized shit exchange, because when the exchange gets hacked, they'll lose them. But the chance that the exchange get hacked is slightly less than the chance that they get personally hacked.
If the exchange gets hacked, you get all your money back. We've learned this. FTX gave 100% of the revenue back. Celsius did. Richard Hart will give you none of the money back. Richard Hart figured out how to do this without giving the money back, without going under as a business. He realizes it's decentralized crypto and he can forever scam you. And he already got the bag, dude. He already got your money. He already bought the luxury goods. He already bought everything he ever wanted. And now he's hiding in Russia. And Russia's not doing so hot right now. I want to see him go down, man. I hate this guy now because I know how bad and how fucking malicious he is to new users. Like, I got in and out of this thing, but it's so bad. Richard is so bad. Well, that's enough of listening to Richard talk in circles for today. If you want, here, let me show you something. Something like that. I can't be 100%. I can't be 100% sure what kind of basement location Richard is in, but I know to be sure. I know to be sure it is a basement. Richard would not be on the first floor. Too much exposure. All righty. As you can see, I'm trolling Richard Hart in the max degree. With GRC only communicates in person, doesn't use Twitter, Telegram, social media, email, message, YouTube, newspaper, magazine, mail, TV, or radio. My last tweet. Richard Hart, deploy the sacrifice funds. For fuck's sake, just give the money back to the community you stole it from. It's the least you could do at this point. GRC state. Here's the stream for today. There's 23 retweets, so you have a 1 in 23 chance of winning 100K GRC, and you'll get staking rewards if you join the Discord on that. Trezor hacked. Classic. Don't use Trezor. Here's David James talking shit about Richard. Good. Richard Schuler is a fucking clown. And out here talking about efficiency and fitness while he's hiding in Russia and dodging police and praying that the feds don't knock. Bro's got bigger boobs than my last 3 dates combined. Pack it up, bro, Richard. It's over. If you want Richard to stop scamming the world, retweet this tweet. Yeah, Ben, do I have you on Twitter? Hey, Ben, let me know if you can join the Telegram from this link here. I'm going to drop it in the... Oh, yeah, I think you can because I think someone else just joined. Let me know if this joins you in if you click on this. T.me. It's called CITM Schoolhouse with the OG Crypto in the Morning picture. Show. We got like 60 people added this week. I started over, so I just deleted everything from it. Yeah, let me know if it lets you join. Ask me any questions in there, and I'll get you all situated. I did not take the vaccine, and I did not get any boosters. Same. Chad. Here's Richard Schuler. Here's more people. You can make money from talking crap about Richard online. It doesn't matter what it is that they hacked. Trezors have had issues before. The only Trezor is just another point of attack, is what it is. It's another point of attack. It's another point of failure. You need less points of failure in crypto and more surface area. If you need to trade on Pulse Chain and you have a Trezor, good luck. Not going to happen. Ledger, they all said all that stuff was good back then. All the hexagons were pushing it. And here's a prime example. Here is Toby One Kenobi, one of the biggest dumbasses ever. Same. I just don't understand the drama queens that would rather cry about other people's alleged accidents and just keeping their head down and actually working. You don't work on shit, Toby. You know what you've done? Milk money from this community your entire life, and that's about it. That's your claim to fame. Liquid loans, all these things, all these bad investments you made. You can deal with the reputation destroyed now. Yeah, so yesterday, here's all the thread. Here's an amazing thread. Please just start spamming this thread. Look how many videos there are. Him talking in circles, crying. And then here's all-time highs, ticker GRC. New coins. And here's Cookies, one of the goats. Yesterday he tweeted, he bought some GRC and he's adding liquidity to the pool. GRC staking goes live today. The Discord. All you have to do is get a Tang Bear, open the Discord, put your Chia wallet, put your EVM wallet. You'll get airdrops on both sides. And let's see here. Then people were trying to find my house address. Here we go. Just have GR. This is the guy you should be following. This is the guy. This is the mastermind behind all of this. Everything. No, security is all about surface area. If you have 100 Bitcoin, have 10 wallets. Don't have one. Surface area. Surface area. Surface area. You have to be able to move in crypto. You can't have a ledger that you have to fucking sign on to every 2 seconds. Get your shit off of that and get some surface area, and then have a wallet you use for trading only. Yeah, so if you're not following Bytes and Blocks, you're fudged. This is the guy that knows everything about the Tang Gang, and well, as far as like staking and the Discords, and look at the memes that we already got coming through. Pepe, Jop, GRC. I mean, the memes are already really making their way in tough. That's the forever orange. Let's follow some random people. Always follow random people. Here's Riza. More memes. I don't know what a blue badge is. What blue badge? I'll pay for anyone's blue badge. I don't understand what that means. Someone got him a blue badge. You kind of have to dox yourself to get a blue badge a little bit. And then here's on xch.trade, you'll see new coins go up much faster. It's very clear. It's very obvious. Community coins. If you bought GRC when I first posted it, you had 3x your Pulse chain back by now. I'm just doing a little tongue in cheek there, guys. It's very hard to get into things right when they launch. But, and then here's, if you want to listen to Internet Money Spaces, I just destroyed everyone. I mean, I literally destroyed everyone. I literally destroyed everyone. I win again. So easy. Next time, invite someone who can finish a sentence. Who's my next body? If you guys want me to do a debate with anyone, you just let me know. Telegram, join the Telegram, ask questions. We'll get you in there. We'll get you a Tang Bear. And we'll get you in the Discord. And so we can start earning some yield with all the new money and people coming in. Yield is available. Staking is available. If you have a founder that's not a piece of shit, you can set up these LP pools in a way where people can get a decent deal and just bridge onto Chia with warp.green. You need to understand this website right here. Shit, spelled it wrong. A community member built this bridge, and it's one of the most secure and fluid bridges I've ever seen in my life. I've used it over 300 times in the last month. Perfect. No sketch. I don't know. I don't know what that means. I don't know why I wouldn't like that. I don't care if someone pays for someone else's Twitter badge. What is that, like 20 bucks? I don't understand the point. And then I just want to show everyone, this is exactly why I won't rejoin the spaces. KR and Moon King immediately came up. So guys like this KR, I don't know who this Liddyverse dude is, but he's just pissed at everyone all the time, dude. And he just needs to chill. Tyndall, I didn't block you. Tyndall, this isn't my screenshot. I also don't have Execute or Kyle Cruz blocked. But I do have Tiger King, Moon King, KR, Thanos, anyone in that little scam community. Just join the Discord. I'll debate you. I don't care. Just bring it up into a space or something. If you make it a space, then I can just join, and then you can just. But it's hard to debate someone when you're the only one live streaming, you know. I'll talk to MK. I'll talk to anyone, brother. I don't. If someone's legit about to have a good conversation, I will talk to anyone. Yeah. I don't know what y'all are really talking about. I just don't want scammers to get a platform, so I'm trying to let people know who the scammers are. All right, so yeah. That's about it for today. GRC staking. We're live right now. If you retweet the tweet. All right, let me pick who wins real quick. Let me pick who wins real quick. I want to send this GRC away. I'll give you 2 more minutes, literally 120 seconds. All you have to do is put a biceps in the chat, and you have to retweet this Twitter feed. Make sure you like and subscribe if you're a fan of this content. I actually need it right now because I'm getting mass reported and blocked from everyone. So to break out of the void, retweet, share, go to your favorite friends on Twitter and let them know there's some opportunities still left in crypto.
Tribe of Noise Music. 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 Noise Music. Tribe of Noise Music.
All right, I had to double check some
Tribe of
shit,
Noise
and I
Music.
picked somebody that didn't. I'm not 100% sure. The problem with this is I need to think about this more. Kilgrave won this one. Hold on one second.
Tribe of Noise Music.
So Kilgrave won this one. I picked somebody before this, but I couldn't double back that they had the same YouTube name, so I'm going to have to use this automated thing in the future. Although in this instance, 100,000. Kilgrave. Kilgrave won the competition. I will be tweeting this below, letting everyone know Kilgrave won. He slammed biceps everywhere, so he got the dub. And he's never won a giveaway before, so I will be up in here saying Kilgrave send wallet address to my DMs, sir. 100K GRC. Staking is live today. You want to join the Telegram and Discord? Comment below. Add me. All right. I saw Kilgrave earlier. I just didn't know. I saw him up top earlier, but he's active, so I know he'll. Did I tweet that or did I erase it? No, I tweeted it. Kilgrave, you just got $100, bro. Drop the Addy, bro. Have an amazing guy. Oh my God, look at that freaking bicep vein. Super chill. Are you going to rough like you state RH did? What is rough? Oh, rug? No. I'm transparent about how much of the supply is available. I'm transparent about the market cap, and I'm transparent that getting into stuff early is good. Get into stuff early is generally good, all right? If it's a main asset, a core asset, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Binance, et cetera, BitTensor, oh, so good. No, I bought 13% of the supply myself, and I have 5% of the supply to do giveaways. So I'll be going from 18% to 13%, but all the LPs are thick, and you got to think like you have to put money up kind of to stack the LP pools. So now I'm just going to be transparent about it. Like, this is a community token. If I'm a great streamer in the future, this will be a great coin. If you believe that I already talked trash about RH. You have to rewatch the video, bro. Make sure you smash the like. Make sure you smash the like, guys. I'll be live tomorrow too to show you how all this staking goes. If you go to my Twitter, seriously, follow my Twitter and spam all the RH rhetoric. This dude needs accountability worse than humans need water. This dude is hiding in a basement waiting for the federales to come get him. And he's begging you to buy more of his product. Think about it. He said, we just watched a video of him calling crypto a money grab. We just watched a video of him calling everyone retarded who buys crypto and they don't know about it. He said everyone in the United States, everyone in the world is dumb. Nobody knows how to do anything. And they should all buy my token so I can make money because they're all dumb anyway. They're going to lose it. That is his mindset. That is it. All right, I'm getting off the show. I'm going to drop biceps in your face really quick. I'm going to press N and then drop some biceps. Spread the word. If I become a good streamer, a bigger streamer, if I go all in, which I am, let's just say it will probably be good for Chia because I want to talk about it a lot. It'll probably be good for Bitcoin because I want to talk about it a lot. It'll probably be good for intellectual conversations. but not vapor fucking bullshit. Richard Hart is done. It's over. I defeated him. It's over. He's gone. He defeated himself, truthfully. But biceps in the chat. Talk to you later. Peace. Damn it. I didn't click the button.